All right, guys, today you're going to be doing some drawing practice. We're going to be drawing 3D shapes. So a three-dimensional shape has length, width, and height. So it is not flat like our regular organic or geometric shapes that we're used to seeing. So you just need a piece of paper, preferably from your sketchbook. If not, raise your hand and we'll get you a piece of paper to draw onto. A pencil, make sure it is sharpened and it has an eraser in case you make a mistake. All right, some of you might already know how to draw some of these shapes, but it is just good practice to do. So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna make a cube. Cube is super simple, so it just starts with a square. Okay, and I'm not using a ruler, obviously, so things are not gonna be perfect. So just try to get it as close as you can. All right, and then you're gonna make another square behind it and overlapping it. So kind of like it's up in the corner of that first one. All right, we're going to now connect points. We connect these two, the diagonal line, and these two with a diagonal line. And then these 2 points down here, diagonal line, and these two down here. All right, there is our cube. Okay, next one we're gonna do is kind of similar to a cube, rectangular prism. So this one is just the same idea, except with rectangles. And if you are someone, when you're drawing, you make a lot of mistakes, maybe just draw lightly, so that way when you erase it, you won't see the marks you made the first time. Okay, so you have your first rectangle, your second rectangle behind it, and then we do 4 diagonal lines to connect those points. Okay? Now, you could always draw the second rectangle that's like above and diagonal to it on the other side if you wanted it to be going that way. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay? All right, next one, we're gonna make a cylinder. Excuse me. So we're just gonna use 2 ovals. And we have the space in between them. And then we just connect these back ones. Like here, mine needs to be a little bit more curved. And then you can erase this back line to make it look like this is just the front. Man, I'm making too many lines here. That's okay. That front line, if you erase that line inside, this is just the face and then you can't really see the back. Okay. Next one we're going to do is a pyramid. Okay, so we're gonna make a parallelogram. So 2 long lines that are not perfectly aligned with each other, and then 2 diagonal lines, and then we're gonna, from this front line or this bottom line, however you look at it, we're gonna draw a line up like to a point and then down. Ooh, maybe more so like this. That was a little slanted on the first one. Just try that again. Okay, there's the back of my pyramid. And then all you have to do here is just make a line down to that one, making that a face over here. Okay, here's your pyramid. All right, the next one we're gonna do is a triangular prism. So again, that idea of the cube and the rectangular prism, 2 triangles. One's kind of higher than the other one. And then you just connect the points on the top of the triangle, the points on the bottom. Okay, kind of looks like a tent. All right, the last one I'm gonna show you is a sphere. So a sphere is hard to draw because it's really only one circle. And then we're gonna use value to make it look 3D. So value, when we're talking about an art, is different lights and darks. So let's say that the sun or the light source or something is over here, we're going to work on shading with value. And the bottom of our sphere, since this is shining down, is going to be the darkest part. So get in there, press real hard, and then it's going to be a gradual change. And this is kind of just like scribbly type lines all the way to the top. Give it a little bit of weight down there. Okay, and there's all kinds of ways to shade, so whatever, maybe you know a different way, go for it. Okay, all right, and then that makes our sphere a little bit more three-dimensional than just the regular plain old circle. So you can go back now, and if you want to, you can erase some of these lines. Basically the lines that look like they're in the back of the shape. Okay, so for the cube, it's kind of that back one. It's this like back L here and this one here. Kind of like an L. And if you erase some of the lines you want to keep, just go back over them. All right. Okay, so just showing you, obviously I can do a better job of erasing than that. The prism is the same way, the rectangular prism. These two, this line going up. Okay. And then all the way over. So it looks more solid, it's not see-through at this point. If you like it to be see-through, you have something that you want to show on the back, you can definitely keep those lines. We already did that one. The pyramid would just be this back line and this one. Oh, it's the same line. Okay, again, another good reason to draw lightly in case you plan on erasing those lines. Okay, and then the triangular prism, just this one, all the way back to there. All right, there we go. Now our shapes are a little bit more solid and we could add things to them like that. One more, I forgot to add. This one's super simple. This is just a cone. You start with making a triangle and then you're just gonna make it curve in the front, okay? This one would be the same kind of to a sphere where you might want to add some value to it to give it a little bit more of a 3D look. So now your challenge is to take your shapes and turn them into something else. Okay, so think about what things in real life are cylinders. Okay, for example, a pop can, right? What kind of things look like a rectangular prism in your life? A cube, a pyramid, a triangular prism, a sphere, and a cone. Okay, so I want you to take these shapes, you can redraw them, keep on practicing, and turn them into real life objects. Make sure you use color on them to make them look more realistic to the objects. All right, guys, good luck.